What makes a good scan?
What is a selection?
What are layers?
What is resolution?
What is a JPEG?
What is TIFF?
What is RGB?
How do I crop a picture?
What is a zoom tool?
What is a clone stamp?
What are levels?
My name is Eric Basir, and I have produced this unique photo restoration and retouching foundations video course to answer all these questions and more. In my classes and workshops, I have taught hundreds how to preserve and restore their personal photographic collections with Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Photoshop Elements. Now you can have me as your personal instructor in this 10-lesson course. After studying the videos and easy-to-read workbook, you'll finish with a firm foundation of how to use Adobe Photoshop or any other photo editing program confidently and correctly. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time of day it is where you're located, it is a great privilege and an honor to be before you to share in the wonderful world of photo retouching. My name is Eric Basir, and I work full-time as a photo retoucher for Grafix. We do basically anything that needs to be done with a photograph within socially responsible mores. This week we have no questions, we have no comments directed towards the show. However, I am a member of two websites, advice websites, and one of them, I just got a question this morning. I plan to answer it directly. I had to follow up with another question, but I thought that it was a very easy question and, relatively speaking, an easy solution. So I would like to share that with you. Now, before I go on, as you know, nothing in life is free. Nothing. So, I'm asking from you, the viewer, to compensate me with your comments and your ratings on whichever website or player or blog you may be viewing this. The reason why is because I always want to do a better job. So I'm looking for respectful comments. Basically, you should comment in the manner that you would as if you were right in the room with me face to face. It's quite easy behind the anonymous screen of the internet to go about saying things that you would regret, especially if you said it to the person's face. So, I have a wonderful photograph that I'd like to share with you, and it's a black and white. And you know, we're going to work in Photoshop CS4, as you know. We had a little technical difficulty there. We're going to work in CS4, as you know, and this will be until I can work out the kinks with CS5 on this particular account. But because we do record these on a separate, basically, account on the computer, on the main computer. And frankly, there's not many what you call necessary enhancements, in my opinion, but they are useful. They're definitely useful. So we have this photograph, and this comes from the collection of our friends at Evanston Photographic Studios. And first thing we do, this is a scan from a negative, and go ahead and check our image size. That's fine. I actually shrunk it down from the original scan just because sometimes I run into RAM errors with large files doing the show. And when you get those RAM errors, the whole show's messed up. So anyways, the question that was asked, how do I take a black and white image and make it color? So we're going to go briefly through a couple of techniques to show you how to do that. Now, the first thing you do, I always say, even if you have a black and white negative, you want to scan it in color. And definitely this is, it doesn't look right. But the reason why I say that is because it contains the, what you call full channel information. So we'll just explain that right here real quick. So here's the red channel. Here's the blue channel. Here's the green channel. The red channel. Each one has different detail in each of the channels. Now if you just did grayscale, so-called black and white, you wouldn't have that range of shadow and highlight detail. Now we have our black and white layer. I'll duplicate the background layer, merge this black and white layer into the background copy. Now, to do the entire image, we just don't have the time. So let's just work on a couple elements that are kind of simple. Let's